Ladies, welcome to podcast number 2. Thank you for joining. As you all know, my name is Ems and you are part of the Tea and Therapy podcast. But this is Tea with Ems, where you get to give your thoughts and your opinions on all things Harry and Meghan, what is kind of going on or stuff in the past. And yeah, the floor is yours. Give yourself a little introduction and we can go from there.
Hello, Ems.
Hello.
I love it. So, hi, Lisa. And yeah, back again, UK based, and have more opinions to share.
Wonderful.
Kristen, I'm back again. Glad to be back. Joining from the United States.
Wonderful.
Hi, Sue.
Hi,
from
Sue.
the United. I'm first time. I just came across your podcast the last couple weeks and am so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you here. Well, welcome, ladies. What do you feel in regards to the photo dump? I'm really curious as to your thoughts and opinions on the photo dump that she put out.
Yeah, that was, and do you know what? It's all or nothing. Yeah. I find that it's either 1,000 or it's basically nothing, and she goes into hiding for a month.
Those of us that follow her know that this is in the back of our minds, didn't we kind of know this was going to happen?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I do think that that as much as she puts out there that, oh, this is our recent break, I don't necessarily think that. I think a lot of it is crafted. I think that a lot of it is not where it says it is. And I think that she is trying to put out the we're playing happy families again, to look over here and don't look over here.
Yeah,
that's my little opinion.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Kristen?
Well, I almost feel like it's almost like psyops or something to me, because I don't think that they could be that stupid. I'm not good with Photoshop and AI and everything like that, but recently I've started to zoom in on, I don't know if I can say, on the feet of the little boy. And this last one, and also the hand, they look like clubs. They don't even look like a part of a person. And I can't even talk about her in her tennis shoes on the beach. I just can't believe
sneakers on the beach, I'd say, like strips down to everything else, but it's like you can leave your hat on. Like, come on.
That post did not do anything. No, none of us would look good with that pose.
No.
And when honestly, even in all of the pictures, the kids look different in all of the pictures.
Yeah.
So she clearly knows that people know this. And before I even looked too closely at it, anybody could. Ems, and I saw you closed in on his tattoo and the muscles in his back.
Right.
Even at a distance, you could tell that wasn't him. And when I saw the picture in the swimming pool, the person that's in the background, to me, when I zoomed in on it, it looked like another little girl with a ponytail. I didn't think it looked like a boy. So I felt like, and that was just like an undoable angle, the way that little girl was like coming off of, where was she coming off of, a diving board? And I know some people posted that that's the swimming pool from Althorp, and they showed pictures of Princess Diana and her brother when she was a little girl. I didn't think it looked like the same swimming pool.
No, I don't either. I don't think it is.
Not that stupid.
And who was that?
Sorry. The problem that I've got with these particular photos as well, it's if just say if it is the boy, right? Just if.
Yeah.
They've got him facing into the side again, and the Disney photos, he's facing into a pillar. Like, he's facing into walls. Like,
Yeah.
how is this normal?
It reminds me of like when you stand in the corner, like there's that old school stand in the corner with a dunce cap on your head.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
what it reminds me of. It's so sad to me, but I want to pick up on the fact that I am interested, because I, like you, Kristen, I think, thought that other the one at the side did look like a girl. And it almost looked like, if you looked at her hair, it was almost like her hair was pulled back and almost like clasped together at the back.
Yep.
But
Yep,
obviously
that's
some
exactly
people
what
are
I
saying
thought.
that's the boy, but I don't think it's definitive enough to be able to say, yes, that's the boy, because to me it did look like a girl, like the
I didn't
hair.
even think I didn't think it was for a minute. I looked right at it and I thought, that's a
Yeah,
girl. And then I zoomed in closer and I said, that's definitely, like you said, it was like in the back, either in a ponytail or one of those like
like
claw
scrunchy
clasps
things.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, like
Mhm.
yeah.
And who the hell is that beagle? Like, where did that beagle come from?
How many times has he come alive?
Yeah.
And
Well, I know,
I just
I think she's got two, hasn't she? So in a way, you know, trying to give that the benefit of the doubt. But even so, if you look at that picture where she's laying on the sun lounger with the dog, that does look like, that doesn't look like the Paula Orthorpe either. So it just
No.
feels to me that she's taking pictures that were older pictures. Like there's every chance that she's gone to Althorpe, say, when she was here in the UK, when she lived here, and so she's had photographs taken, but she's superimposing them to make them look as if they're older, like they're recent. Like this is the recent holiday. It's like when you look at some of the
Yeah.
photographs, like the ones of her allegedly in Portugal,
Mhm.
that could
Yeah.
be anywhere.
it was
She could have gone anywhere with Harry and taken a photograph, but
Exactly.
she's now photo dumping it in this section to be like, yeah, this is the proof that we went to Portugal. And it's like, come on, nobody saw you? Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't buy it.
The other question that I've got in all of this is none of it's consistent. Like if you do a photo dump and you say this is our holiday, then you expect, well, I would expect that that the person posting it is the photographer, right? But half of the photos, and she's tried to make out like she's the photographer because she's not in it. It's just Harry in the back of the kids' heads. But then you get a couple where, you know, she's standing on a beach on the beach watching, you know, Harry and the kids. So who's taking the photograph? And why would you take someone on holiday to take a photograph? Like, who is that?
Yeah.
So it's, for me, that doesn't, if it's the same holiday, then it's either she's in all of the photos and they've got a photographer to take all the photos, or she's the photographer and she's not in any of them.
Yeah.
So where's the...
Normal people would have been appalled if somebody would have posted a picture of themselves looking like she did on that beach.
I know. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, my first thought when I saw that poor little girl in the air, I'm thinking, that's too much air. He's not that strong. I mean, that takes a lot of strength to get...
to throw a child like that.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and to get that height, that picture just was real sus to me. I was like, I don't think so. And if my husband did that to my child, we'd have a talk.
Yeah. It's negligent at best, you know, at worst, and well, at best, and then downright life-threatening, dangerous at worst. You know, you don't, if you're going to chuck a child, you certainly don't do it in the shallow end. You know, if even if the child is quite comfortable with being thrown up in the air, you do it in the deep end, because at least then there's no risk of them smacking their head at the bottom.
I know, and that was concrete. Yeah.
That's what struck me with the whole thing. So I want to ask you, because obviously I have my thoughts on why she does it. But I want to ask you, why do you think she does the photo editing in a way so badly?
I think she does it on purpose so people talk about it.
Yeah.
I do. Absolutely.
Ding, 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 ding. That's it. She wants people to talk about her.
Yeah.
Bad or good, she loves it.
Yeah.
But that's her whole thing. It's like any publicity is good publicity.
That's
because
it.
People are talking about her.
Yeah.
So I think that she does it on purpose. And the thing is, she's, you know, as much as people call her out for it, the mainstream media don't.
Yeah, that's
they did with Catherine. So she gets away with it.
Yeah,
So
I
she's
think-
And
doing
that's
it.
another reason she does it. It's because she's getting away with it.
100%. Yeah.
I think she's
Yep.
demented. I do. I think
Oh, don't
think
even
she
get me
has-
started. I was a social worker before I retired and became a grandma. And I am so heartbroken for those children that if they are there, oh my, and I know Em, I know what you do too. So in some ways that's got to really tug at people's hearts to think these poor kids.
Yeah.
Lord Almighty.
But see, I don't feel bad for them because I really don't think that. I think that he.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that he lives, like you said, with his real mother, and I think he probably goes to see the king all the time. I think that the royal family probably supports him. I think he's involved with the royal family.
I pray so for that child's sake.
And
Mm.
the thing about the little girl, I don't even really know that I believe she adopted anybody. I don't. I just,
I think I think what disturbs me the most, because as you know, I'm in agreement with that. I do think the boy is over here, and I think that, but I do obviously believe that she has possibly adopted a little girl. But even if she hasn't, I think using the illusion of children in such a disturbing way is
Right.
is what gets me. I think even
Yeah.
when I wrestle with whatever she puts out, and I almost reassure myself, well, this is AI, it's not real, but it's still that illusion, and it's still the fact that nobody calls her out in the mainstream media, because even if they know the truth, they still collude in it. They still collude in the lie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem I'm having with
Yeah.
the royal family,
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's literally no way that they don't know. And again, if Archie, or whatever his real name I'm quite sure he's with the royal family, and he might be in pictures that we see in the background, and we have no idea that it's really
Right.
him.
The
And the
problem that
royal family goes right along with it, and I guess probably the Queen and Prince Philip did too. So I'm very
Well,
disappointed.
I think you're onto something there, but I also think part of it is that, and I know that you've touched on this before, Ems, is that what would do the biggest damage? Do you know what I mean? Like, is the lie,
This
is
is
holding on to a lie is better, is, to say, for the royal family as a whole, is holding on and doing what they're doing worse than, I guess, coming out with, for example, Harry's bad behavior, and do you know what I mean? Is the lie better than the truth as an overall picture, and
To
especially for
tell a
those
lie,
kids
the
as
truth
well?
has to be
Like,
more damaging, which is what I've said. It's like, if
yeah,
you're going to
that's
lie
what I'm
to this
saying.
magnitude, the
Right.
truth has to be worse.
Yeah,
So,
has to be bad.
Yeah. Ladies, I gotta grab my dog real quick. I'll be right back.
okay, lovely. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
but I agree with what you're saying. I do think that
Mm.
if it come out, I think it's gone too far now, because to keep this lie going, is one thing. But if they come out and went, oh, hey, guess what? We lied. Given everything that's happened with Andrew, and I think people will start saying, well, hang on, if you've lied to such a degree over this, what else have you lied about? What else have you covered up? Did you cover up Diana's death? Did you cover up more in what Andrew's done, etc.? So I think that is why they go along with it now.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that it's true that they had anything because with Diana's death, because like I said, I've been into the royal family since I was in grade school. Over here, I have a whole collection, and I was devastated when she died. And I mean, in my opinion, Charles looked equally devastated. And
Oh, yeah. I don't believe for a second they had any hand in it. I think
No,
regardless
me
of
neither.
anything, all the conspiracy theorists say, I think what we can say is that the late Queen wouldn't have done this to her grandchildren. She would not have
Right,
put them
no.
through this, because even if she
Yeah.
was fed up with Diana or whatever it was, she still absolutely adored William and Harry. So she would have not have taken away their mother. I don't buy that for a second.
No,
Right.
and
No, I agree.
She didn't
mean-
like Diana's duplicitousness.
Yes.
However, and she learned how to handle that.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Those boys, because I watched like you did, I've been an Anglophile for a long time, those boys behind the casket and everything. I think she loved those boys.
Yeah. Yeah. I do too. Now, do
Almost
I
more
think,
than her kids.
but I will add, do I think that there was something possibly connected with the Fayed's side of
Yes.
things? Yeah. I think there's something very
Yeah.
shifty and shady there.
Oh, I hate
I
them.
think, yeah,
I
Yeah.
hate the
agree.
Well, and he was disliked. I mean, didn't Tom Bauer write a book on Dodie? One famous
Yeah,
author
yeah, he
wrote a
did.
book on Dodie. Or not Dodie, but Mr. Fayed, the older guy,
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
Yes, the guy that his father, yeah.
Muhammad
he-
Al-Fayed?
Yeah.
Yes, and he was not a good guy either.
well, we all know about, all the fallout, obviously, since his passing and everything that's going on with Harrods
Right.
employees and stuff. So, even as a short side note, that's that's not exactly upstanding behaviour. So, I'm not necessarily, I think there's something there, but what
I
that
do-
would be.
I do think, and even then, what was I, 30? I guess 31 when she died. I still think that it's weird that they made those boys walk behind the casket. I think that it was for another reason. I don't
Cruel.
just.
I thought it was cruel.
I thought it was more of a publicity.
maybe in hindsight that's possibly something they regretted, but I think they did that mainly for the people. I feel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think, yeah, getting there, it's almost like it felt like they should have done two, like something for the people maybe, but then leave the kids out, let them have their private
Mm-hmm.
like grief in a sense, because can you imagine like walking behind your mother's coffin
No.
with thousands and thousands, maybe millions of people, their eyes on you, whether it's on TV or whatever, but just like crowds and crowds of people. I mean, that for teenagers, which they were, that must have been terrifying, like so daunting.
Right.
And then you've got to hold it together. And yeah, I think that was a mistake. I felt that if they wanted to do something for like what they did for the late Queen, like when they drove the late Queen's body, and people were lining the streets and everything else, that was one thing. They should have done something like that, but then left the kids and the family to have their privacy.
Right. I agree. It was horrible.
Yeah. So with regards to, obviously we've spoken about the photo dump. So what about Harry's court case? What are your feelings and thoughts on Harry's court case?
Oh, Lord. That boy.
Well, didn't they come out today that it's that the other side have now, their costs have been quantified at something like 34.5 million or
37
something?
million, I think it is. Yeah, it could be
37
34, but something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
when they say that they think that Harry's going to the king. I mean, okay, I know he's the king and I know how much he's worth, but does he really have that much on hand that he can say, "Oh, well, here's 34 million"?
I don't,
No.
yeah, I
just
don't think
believe
so.
that either. I don't believe that Harry's
It's
there
tied
to
up
ask
in
him.
lands and
Yeah, it's not like they've got this bank account with all these like 40, 50 million in. They could just pop down to, the local bank and be like, "Can I just draw out 34 million, please? I just need to give that to my son." It doesn't work
so
that way.
Yeah, and it's so hard to relate to millions, and him. I mean, if my light bill is late, I'm worried, and you want to make sure you've got the money in your account.
Yeah.
And to deal with millions, I just can't go there. It's just,
but the thing that I have an issue with, right? It's that, okay, well, Harry's never exactly, taken responsibility for anything, including, his finances or anything like that. But as a normal, responsible adult, yes, it's one thing to pursue a court case in the hope that you will win it. But there's got to be a cost benefit analysis of, okay, well, can I really afford to go down this road? Yes or no? Or I can go down to a point, then I cut my losses. So there was no point at which he probably said, well, actually, I can't really afford to keep this action going because I'm just racking up costs and blah, blah, blah. And it's not fair, I don't think, to then, well, we know it's not fair to then turn around and say, oh, Dad, but I'm in a bit of a spot. Can you help me out? It's like, you chose this route, mate. You're in your mid-40s. If you can't afford it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, he went, it was reported that he went at Christmas or something and tried to back out or drop it or something like that. And that the Daily Mail was like, not going to drop it, babe. We're going through.
Yeah, that was in December. He wanted them to settle out of court.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'm of the belief that if you truly think that you've got a great case, a strong case, and you're there trying to fight for justice, as Harry put it, you'd be going to court. It'd be like, this is a sure win. There's no way I'm going to settle. Absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly. But he was the dragon slayer, and he is the one that wanted the glory. But now that he's lost, he doesn't. He can't. There's no responsibility at the end of it. It's like, well,
Yeah, it's this competition with his brother, and I think when he put out about the dragon slayer, that really, I felt like that was at William, because obviously the Welsh flag has a dragon on it, a red dragon on it. And I just felt that was like an underhand, like, dig at his brother.
Yeah.
Well, everything he does
I
is
don't
an
think he
underhanded
thought
dig at his
that up.
brother.
True.
I don't think Harry thought that up, because I don't think Harry's that bright.
No, he's not. What do you think, Kristen?
About the court case?
Yeah.
Is that, I don't understand. I just don't understand, because I mean, I guess like Elton John and Elizabeth Hurley and all these people, I mean, they all are in the multi millions, I guess. And I don't just see Harry on that level. I know that he has, way more money than me, but I just don't see how they can have the mansion that they have, and they can undertake all of these projects or whatever, and then he decides to go to court knowing that he's going to be on the hook for all this money. He didn't have that much money. What did he have, like 40 million or something? Like, it seems like
and
that's
they've blown
already
that.
gone.
There's no way they haven't.
No, and so I don't understand what the thinking was. Yes, he actually was led to believe, or he just in his own delusion thought that they were going to win because he's a prince, and which in itself doesn't make sense, because aren't they the king's court? So he thought that they were going to rule against the king for him and for Elton John. It just, I just feel like it's almost so, like I said, it's like psyops. Like you just have to wonder what. It's just crazy, and a normal person can't wrap their mind around what they're really doing. And everything to me anymore, it could be viewed as a shot at William, because I just don't think that William cares anymore.
I agree. I completely agree. Right, so ladies, I've just been given the warning. So thank you, ladies, for coming on part one.
Thank you.
And you've been a real joy, as always. Hopefully this will show people that this is good. They can come on. It's safe. It's fine. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. You've been very kind.
Sounds good, Ems.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you in part two.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.